All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, we're looking at Venn diagrams. And we're talking about conclusion goes on the outside, 50 stars. In the inside goes current United States flag. So if it's got 50 stars, I know it's the current United States flag. So the hypothesis is a flag is a current U.S. flag, and the conclusion is 50 stars on it. Okay, so we're going to write a conditional statement for this situation. If you are crossing the Mackinac Bridge, then you are in Michigan. So again, hypothesis on the inside and conclusion on the outside. And then hypothesis, you are crossing the Mackinac Bridge. Conclusion, you're in Michigan. Everybody getting this? Not having private conversations while I'm trying to talk? Yeah. Good, Isaiah. Please ask questions as I'm going through. I'll stop. Whatever you need. Are we good with number 1? Are we good with number 2? Anybody have something different? Want to think yours is right, mine is wrong? It's possible. All right, we ready to move on? Okay. All right, I can't handle this anymore. Brendan, why don't you sit in Colin's seat for today, please? Right here, next to Africa. Africa, raise your hand. Sit right next to Africa. Let's go. Okay. So for 3, 2 angles whose sum is 180 degrees are supplementary. If 2 angles have a sum of 180 degrees, then they are supplementary. Would be your conditional statement, right? If the beginning, then the conclusion. I'm not going over the answers if you don't. Okay. We know, again, the conclusion goes on the outside. They're supplementary. Hypothesis goes on the inside, sum of 180 degrees. So hypothesis, 2 angles, sum is 180 degrees. Conclusion, they're supplementary. We feeling good about number 3? Thumbs up, good? Thumbs down, bad. Thumbs sideways, not sure. Isaiah. Okay. All right. Ready for 4? You guys are so tired this morning. It's like talking to zombies. All right. 4. If you are a Detroit Red Wings player, then you make a lot of money. We could say this is a true statement. To support this statement, we could, I don't know, anybody got a Detroit Red Wings player they could name? Mine are all old people. What? How do you say it? Zetterberg? Okay, I can't spell Zetterberg, but I'll make it up. Okay. Zetterberg makes a lot of money, and he works for the Detroit Red Wings. Okay? If you make a lot of money, you're a Detroit Red Wings player. I would say that's false. Can somebody name, like, if you're an NBA player, you make a lot of money. Right? But you don't necessarily play for the Detroit Red Wings. Does that make sense? When I reversed it, it didn't work? Because, like, doctors make a lot of money, but they're not a Detroit Red Wings player. Just because you make a lot of money, I can't prove that you are a Red Wings player. Okay. Oh, one more second. Can you guys turn back to that one? I want you to write something next to it. This is what we call a converse statement. So that's my, A is my conditional, where B is the converse. I switch the hypothesis and conclusion. Tomorrow you're going to get a big packet on these different things. So this is your hint to the start of how it works. Okay, ready for 5? Okay, so we start with a right angle measures 90 degrees. Which of the following statements are supported by this statement? Explain your answer. If an angle is a right angle, then its measure is 90 degrees. Is that a true statement? I have that it's true. Okay, we call this the conditional statement. If I have something that says it's a right angle, I know that that equals 90 degrees every single time.
I can't see a word.
Is that better, Matthew? This is true. My handwriting's pretty good. Okay, so if I find out that I have, for example, if I have a triangle and I say this is 90 degrees, you also know that that's a right angle, right? So this is the converse. So for number 4, the conditional was true, but the converse was not. In this one, the conditional and converse are both true. And it's really important to figure out true or false for these as we move on with these packets. So anybody got a question about these? No? You feel pretty comfortable? Who feels like this was pretty easy? Okay. So if I gave you another one, let's try this right now. You got all this space at the end of here. How about you are in school, so it's not Saturday. Okay, I want you to turn that into a if and then statement. Is it up big enough for you guys? No. So I want you to turn you are in school, so it's not Saturday, into an if then. Get up and do this. Come on. You got all this space in the back. Go. So I want you to turn it into an if then statement. What's the hypothesis? What's the conclusion? Start if something, then something. You can make a Venn diagram if that works for you, if you found that this paper was helpful for that. It's got to start with if. There's got to be a then in there. That's conditional statement. If, then. Okay, somebody want to volunteer? Malik. If you are not in school, then, and there should be a comma here, then it's not Saturday. If you're not in school, then it's not Saturday. If you are in school, better. If you are in school, then it's not Saturday. Okay, so see how this part right here comes first? You know that that has to be your hypothesis. This right here comes second, so that has to be your conclusion. Now let's try something real quick. What happens if I flip it? So if I say if it's not Saturday, then you are in school.
Oh, that's false.
That is false. Because what is the counterexample? That's what we call it when we disprove it. It could be Sunday. Or did you have to go to school all summer? Most of you didn't.
I did.
But not the whole summer. Or it could be a holiday. Yeah, if Christmas is not on Monday, we're still not in school. Okay? Is this starting to make a little bit more sense? Guys feeling okay about this? Feel like you could write an if-then statement? Feel like you could switch it, prove if it was true or false? All right. We are going to start then with today's lesson on reasoning.